I think, therefore I am. It is not enough to have a good mind, the main thing is to use it well. Divide each difficulty into as many parts as is feasible and necessary to resolve it. The reading of all good books is like conversation with the finest men of past centuries. I am accustomed to sleep and in my dreams to imagine the same things that lunatics imagine when awake. Common sense is the most widely shared commodity in the world, for every man is convinced that he is well supplied with it. Each problem that I solved became a rule, which served afterwards to solve other problems. Perfect numbers like perfect men are very rare. It is only prudent never to place complete confidence in that by which we have even once been deceived. Good sense is of all things in the world the most equally distributed, for everybody thinks he is so well supplied with it that even those most difficult to please in all other matters never desire more of it than they already possess. The greatest minds are capable of the greatest vices as well as of the greatest virtues. Traveling is almost like talking with those of other centuries. I am indeed amazed when I consider how weak my mind is and how prone to error. To know what people really think, pay regard to what they do rather than what they say. I have never met a man so ignorant that I couldn't learn something from him. It is not enough to understand the natural world. The point is to understand what we can make out of it. The reason why many fail to reach their goals is not that they lack ability but that they lack focus. I am different from an animal because I can use reason and understand concepts. The only true and real happiness that man can ever attain is undisturbed satisfaction in the Word of God. Cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am, is the basic creed of philosophy. Our own mind is the most mysterious thing in the universe. I am not interested in preserving the status quo. I want to overthrow it. The human mind is like a blank slate. It is only by experience of the world that we learn and form our own beliefs. The only thing that is certain is that nothing is certain. All good things which exist are the fruit of originality. People are usually more convinced by reasons they discovered themselves than by those found by others. In order to attain true knowledge, learn to doubt everything you know. I am content in knowing I am ignorant and strive to learn more each day. The first step in acquiring wisdom is to admit that you know nothing. The essence of mathematics lies in its freedom. I am always learning, always searching for new knowledge to add to what I already know. The best way to acquire knowledge is to study as many sciences as possible. The most common and dangerous of all follies is to believe that man can do anything better than nature. To be able to practice 5 things everywhere under heaven constitutes perfect virtue, gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. Anything that exists must be possible. It is not enough to have a good mind, what matters is to use it well. The only true wisdom is to know you know nothing. Clear and distinct ideas are the key to all knowledge. We cannot solve problems with the kind of thinking we used when we created them. The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only a page. Dare to know. Have the courage to use your own understanding. The more we know, the more we can imagine, and the more we can imagine, the more possibilities we have. The only way to be truly happy is to do what you love and love what you do. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. The greatest minds are those that can see the world from many different perspectives. The first rule of philosophy is to question everything. It is better to fail in one's own dharma than to succeed in the dharma of another. I am certain that I am a thinking thing, therefore, I am certain that I exist. We are never taught a concept, we are only presented with information about our senses. We are all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid. Religion is not based on facts but on faith, which is beyond human comprehension. The only way to change is to learn. The only way to learn is through growth. It is only through doubt and inquiry that we can arrive at the truth. To be ignorant of what occurred before you were born is to remain always a child. All knowledge is connected, and it is by seeing the connections that we can arrive at a deeper understanding of the world. The purpose of philosophy is to provide an understanding of the nature of reality, knowledge, and existence. Reason and knowledge can only be acquired by inquiry. It is not within nature to provide us with all the answers. The mind is the only thing about human beings that is worth studying. I am a thinking thing, not an extended thing. No man really knows what he will do till the hour of trial comes. It is of great advantage to the student of any subject to read the original memoirs on that subject, for science is always most completely assimilated when it is in the nascent state. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. I act only in accordance with clear and distinct ideas. Generosity is the most natural outward expression of an inner attitude of compassion and loving kindness. It is much easier to propose a plan than to execute it. Whoever is truly humbled will not be easily angry, nor harsh or critical of others, for they have come to esteem all others as better than themselves. The senses deceive from time to time, and it is prudent never to trust wholly those who have deceived us even once. The science of mathematics does not present itself to us in nature, therefore it is human-made. To know oneself, one should assert oneself. If you would be a real seeker after truth, it is necessary that at least once in your life you doubt, as far as possible, all things. The simplest truths are the hardest to understand. The grand aim of all science is to cover the greatest possible number of empirical facts by logical deduction from the smallest possible number of hypotheses or axioms. Anything that exists does so because it is related to something else. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye.